Hello and welcome to this video series. We're checking out submissions to the Dungeoncrawler GameJam of 2023. This time we will have a look at Payback by nelsondev. And before we jump into the game, we will have a look at the description here. Inflation runs crazy, blood boils and arguments ensue. Fight your way through the supermarket, learn new skills at home on your home computing device. Groceries are costing more these days, everyone knows it, so what you're gonna do about it, huh? You steal, of course. Join our main character in his quest to survive and conquer a world where just the cost of living is unattainable. Argue your way out of sticky situations with new tactics and sneak through your week's worth of food and affordable cost. Alright, controls, WSD, space, and E for inventory is a bit unconventional, but okay. Theme. As this was a GameJam submission, there was a theme. This jam's theme was duality. If it wasn't obvious, one of the major themes is the classic man versus machine. The first idea that came to mind for me was the idea of cost versus affordability, good versus evil, a slightly lofty idea on duality, a dual economy, thievery being one of the branches. Sounds a bit of a stretch, but it depends on the implementation. Please note, yes, the HTML5 version here, this is a bit broken, but no problem. I already downloaded the version, and in fact, I already played around with that version because I didn't quite get what I am doing in the beginning, and this is also because of quite some bugs, but let's jump into the game and I will show you. Alright, here we are in the supermarket, and yeah, looks quite cool with these hands. And yeah, this is the sales guy there, vendor. We need to steal some beans from the supermarket, and yeah, very hard to understand. This might be good. Let's have a look into our inventory. We can see that we've got 3 beans, and there you can already see something which doesn't quite make sense to me. We have a wallet at minus $15, but we didn't actually pay anything yet. We have this hungry bar here on the bottom left, and this basically shows us how hungry we are and how much we need to steal in order to not be hungry. Now you can see that the wallet graph is going down. We are losing money even though we are not paying anything. Alright. So we got our bag full of stuff. We can see that... I'm not sure if this changed, that our heart rate went up. So yeah, this does not make too much sense to me with the 50. Let's talk to the vendor here. Looking to purchase some groceries? Let's see what you have here. 10 items? That'll cost you, buddy. 50. Yeah, that's about right. It looks like you don't even have 50. Ha! Put that stuff back, champ. And I think once, if we talk again, it's broken. Okay, no, this time it works. Okay, when I tried that before, the second time it just broke and there was just gibberish. Anyways, we want to get home now, and we need to move through this holy door. Nice effect. Hey, you didn't pay for those. And there's the gibberish. Something is broken here. And now we have to argue. We only have one option here, the getaway. And I think we need to decrease the willpower before our health bar is down. And yes, after 2 times we will win. Okay, so we had minus $50 and now we have $50 saved. We have 10 items. we have been caught one time, which is incorrect. Because we haven't been caught. And we have hunger 0. Okay. Now we are home. Also nice. Our beautiful apartment without windows. And also very cool. With this dryer noise. That's very nice. Here we have this keyboard on our desk. Looks cool. And then we can use the computer. We cannot access our inventory here. Now here we now have a balance of -50, which is what we saved, but it's minus. And here we can buy something, but then again we can't because we have negative money. So this is unfortunately also, I think, broken. One of the highlights of this game is the podcast here. Your #1 source to fuel the fire. Yeah, next time you'll win that argument. And we can use the brain train here to get new tools for this argument fight. This podcast, or this when we click on that, some audio track will play, which takes about 5 minutes or so. But I don't want to play it fully, so I will just show you the first 2 minutes or so, and then I will stop it so that I don't have to talk over the podcast. So let's start it.
Welcome. Get ready for the brain train with your host, Billy Magnesium.
Hello, and welcome to the brain train. I'm your host, Billy Magnesium. Now, today we got a very special topic, one close to my heart. And that is manipulating people. Manipulating them to do exactly what you want. Now, I got all the tips and tricks. I practically manipulated myself out of the womb. But listen, manipulation as a term often carries a negative connotation. But my friends, it's not all about deception and trickery. In fact, manipulation can be a powerful tool when used responsibly and ethically. Okay. So let's demystify this long-lost art form and understand its true essence. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. At its core...
Yeah, and with that, I'm stopping that now. You could listen to that nonsense for another, as I mentioned, like 3-4 minutes or something. But if you want to do so, you can find the link down in the video description to the itch.io page. I think the developer is even preparing some Steam version, or maybe at the point when this video is released it's already available. But you will probably find news about that on the itch.io page down in the video description. So this basically granted us a new ability. And now we can go out of here. There's nothing else we can do here as far as I can tell. And now we have a new week, a new supermarket, and we have to steal stuff again. And now you can see...
Watch out, buddy.
Now you can see that there are people running around here. And we need to make sure that we are not seen. I think someone saw us through the wall or something. Not quite sure. Okay. Fine. And now we are in an argument with this Clark. And now we have this gaslight, a new option. And the 10 and the 3, they just indicate how often we can use that. They are not like the strength or anything like that. And I've read that you should use the second one because Getaway is not working with younger people. So yeah, we use Gaslight. My turn. My turn. And use it again. He is defeated. Just a puddle of blood is left. Okay.
This might be good.
We
Let's save this for later.
grab the remaining stuff so that we are not hungry anymore.
Candy bar? This might be good.
Actually, unless we have everything, we also cannot leave this supermarket here. With the first one it did work. But these, there is no vendor this time, and we also cannot leave without having 100%.
Watch out, buddy.
And they always have something to say when they are squeezing by. Oh, we actually have another one. Gaslight. My turn. Okay, we will die here. Yeah. And with that, we need to start over. And now the gameplay is completely broken. Because we are now down to 800 for some reason. And yeah, but if we managed to get out of the second one, then it's also the ending. So there is nothing more to see basically, besides of the end screen of this is all, and thanks for playing or something like that. So yeah, that was pretty much the game. So let's summarize it a bit. Regarding the perspective, we are far too close at the wall, so you can't see the floor, you cannot see left and right, and you basically have no orientation here. Sometimes it also looks a bit weird with these, because these shelves are basically in your face. So it would be nice if, I think that maybe the tiles would be... I think the tile size might even be fine. Maybe it should be bigger, but yeah, either the tile size needs to be made larger, the field of view needs to change, or we need to be positioned further back, but I think we are already further back. It's probably the tile size which would need to be adjusted. Also, we can run into that, which is probably not intended. In addition, the movement is a bit weird in that most of the time when you move forward and turn, let me use the right hand here. Right, this is most of the time it's not working. The steps are very fast, so you can see, I mean, that's just flip, 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 and we are forward. But it has a longer cutout time. So basically, when we're moving forward and then going left, trying to take the corner, it's not working most of the time. Sometimes it works, and I think that depends on whether you already might have the button up when you press the new button. I'm not 100% sure, but sometimes it seems to work, which is a bit odd. But definitely the movement should be queued up because, yeah, you are running around these corners quite often, and most of the time it feels like it's just cut off and your commands are being ignored. So that would be nice if that was changed. The graphics are, well, very fitting, but yeah, maybe it's a bit... I mean, they work, right? But maybe it's a bit too rough. I think I saw the comparison with Duke Nukem, but actually Duke Nukem had a better resolution. It's quite rough. Same goes for the speech, which sounds more like Commodore 64 or even worse maybe. Like, it's very hard to understand. So, I mean, this is a style and this is fine, and for a jam, it's fine anyways, but I'm like, for my taste, it's a bit over the top rough. But overall, I mean, there is the graphics itself, everything works together, the different types of like ceiling and the floor looks nice, also with the... like, everything fits together nicely. The music is nice, the sound effects, which are coming from everywhere, like this lamp with this electricity, and in this apartment we had with a dryer running and so on. And also the different voices from the people who are passing us. So that all fits perfectly together. So regarding the graphics and sounds, I would say it works nicely. The content, of course, is... yeah, it's basically non-existent. It's just these two supermarkets, and you're finished with the game in, like, I would say, if you understand what you're doing, in like 2 or 3 minutes. If you listen to the podcast, which is probably the thing which takes most time in the game, that might be another 5 or 10 minutes or something. So I think it's a very interesting entry to the jam, but unfortunately there is still a lot to be done here. So as I mentioned, the inventory is kind of broken, restarting the game is broken, the dialogues, I think if you do the dialogues twice, they are broken. And it's also very unclear what you have to choose in these combat dialogues. So yeah, there's quite a bit what still needs to be done if the developer really wants to do a Steam version for that and well, even sell that commercially. So that developer is nelsondev. The game's name is Payback, and if you're interested, you will find a link down in the video description to itch.io. And if you're interested in watching more videos, you will find a playlist down in the video description with all the videos I did so far for this jam. And if you are interested in seeing more videos, also my previews and reviews of regular games, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. And with that, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.